Hello there. So this week we're going to be looking at tone and tonal value. And one of the best ways to demonstrate it is actually to create a value scale, which will be a handy reference for all your drawing activities. So it's always a useful guide for yourself to create one, just as a general reference to put beside your paper as you're drawing. Okay, so let me demonstrate. What I'll start out with is I'm just going to draw a long rectangular box, like so. So I want to divide this box into hopefully 6 separate boxes. So I'm just going to place some lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so they're not perfectly even, but that's okay. That's fine. So let me just mark those out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So what I want to do, I've got an ordinary 2B pencil here. And what I want to do is create a scale whereby we've got the lightest value being the white, the paper white, and over here in box number 6 I want that to be the darkest dark that I can achieve with my pencil. Okay, so what I'm going to do is with number 1, that's nice and easy, I'm going to leave that completely white, okay, because that's the page white. Okay, so in number 2, I'm just going to try and shade this box as lightly as I possibly can. So I'm going to hold my pencil a little bit further back towards the top. And I'm just going to angle the lead down, and I'm going to just lightly, I'm just going to let gravity do the work. Just lightly shade over that box. Okay, so hopefully you can see that between 1 and 2 we've got number 2 being slightly darker than number 1 there. Okay, so for number 3 I want to go a little bit darker, but I'm not going to apply any pressure at this stage. Again, I'm just going to take my pencil, angle the lead down, let the gravity do the work. But as you can see, those 2 boxes now look identical. So I'm going to go over number 3 again, exactly the same way, not really applying any pressure. I'm just going to take that over again. So as you can see, now we've got 3 looking a little bit darker than number 2, 2 being darker than number 1. So when we get to number 4, this is where we need to start applying a little bit of pressure. Okay, so at this stage I want to hold my pencil a little bit more firmly, and I'm going to just apply a bit of pressure down. Okay, so as you can see, just with that little bit of application of pressure, I've taken the value down a notch more, so it's deeper in value than number 3. Okay. At this, I mean, you'll have to make a sort of judgment call as you do this. You know, you can take several passes over each one till you're satisfied, but I'm quite satisfied that those represent a gradual darkening. Okay, so number 5, I want to apply more pressure. Okay, so I'm just going to do that again. Okay, but as you can see, 4 and 5 are exactly the same, so I'm going to apply in the same amount of pressure to number 5, so it's significantly darker. Okay, And then equally, to finish off with number 6, I want to apply maximum pressure. So I want my fingertips to be closer to the tip of the pencil, because I want to get as much pressure on there as possible. And I'm going to really press down hard. It's a bit tricky to do, and I'm going to go back over, pressing down really, really hard until that's covered. I might even do that again in the opposite direction. So there you go, there's the value scale. So as you can see, just using pressure control and gravity, you can change the tonal value with a normal 2B pencil. You know, it doesn't really matter what pencil you've got. You know, you've got different grades of pencil that do this work. But as you're drawing intuitively, you know, and you're sketching and you want to create some tonal value, it matters how much pressure you actually put on your drawing implement as to being able to represent accurately the tonal range of whatever you're drawing. Okay, so that was our first exercise. Just to finish off, it's quite interesting to do at this stage is to see if we can create this again just with pressure alone. So I'm just gonna, without having the boxes there, I'm just going to lightly shade. I'm going to try and keep going, and as I get across the page, it's very tricky this, I'm going to increase the pressure down until I get quite hard work. But as you can see, we've gone from just with the continuous pressure, just starting very lightly, pressing down until we get to the end there, and we've got the darkest range. Okay, so that's really just a very quick way to illustrate how we work with our materials to create a value scale, a range of mid-tones, light to dark. Okay, I hope that was useful. As ever, any questions, don't be afraid to shout up, and thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one.